Each time we enter into a new year, we're going to have wishes like keeping the world a safer and more peaceful place. But in some areas, tranquility is not as easy to achieve as we thought. The reason behind hard lives is war, and hidden behind some of the ongoing and prolonged conflicts around the world is that of the most powerful country in the world.
من الناحية الاجتماعية سعت الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية لتكريس الواقع الانفصالي كما يحصل اليوم في المنطقة الشمالية الشرقية من سوريا.
ماذا تقول لأمريكا هو أن نقول أمريكا أترك الشعوب العربية وشأنها.
نقش أمریکا فقط در افغانستان هم بودن که تنها نظاره‌گر بودن نتونسته به دور از اینکه کدام منفعتی برای افغانستان داشته باشه نداشتن.
I'm Xinhua editor Zheng Kaijun in Beijing. Today we talk to some of our correspondents working in turbulent or strife-torn areas to see what they have experienced in their work and how local people's life have been plagued.
This is my second time stationed here in Afghanistan.
The Syrian war has changed my career. As a journalist, I had to go to battle zones. I had to go to bombing sites. I heard all kinds of explosions.
I've been working as a journalist for several years now, and it hasn't been easy or safe.
The most unforgettable moment here is the moment when I heard about the death of my Afghan colleague's nephew in a blast happened here in Kabul. It was on September 9th, 2020, when the convoy of Afghan first vice president was hit by a bomb attack. The vice president survived the attack, but several other civilians were killed, including my Afghan colleague's nephew. Well, it's the first time since I've come here for me to realize that death is so close to me. And it's also the first time I got the feeling that you never know what comes first, death or tomorrow. Well, I guess the biggest change for me is that I've become much more sensitive to sudden bursts of noise, such as the sound of blast. After returning home from my first mission here, I used to become very much annoyed by the sound of firecrackers because it reminded me of the bomb blast in Afghanistan. Well, I guess this is the so-called PTSD.
As many people know, my country is plagued by insecurity, chaos, and political division. Recently, my city, Tripoli, has witnessed a vicious war between the Eastern-based army and the UN-backed government. It lasted for more than a year. The war ended a few months ago, but left a very, very devastating effect and claimed the lives of so many innocent people, including a child who was a distant relative of mine.
Personally, the war has actually, I think it made me stronger than before.
It's not easy being a journalist in Tripoli or Libya mainly because of the security concerns, because of the escalating violence.
Another change for me is that I've become much more resilient than before. After all, after working in a war zone for totally 3 years, what other hardships can't I endure?
The things that we have seen, the blood, the explosions, the things that these things have touched us, these things have left some marks in our lives. But in general, we are hopeful of tomorrow, and I think we are stronger now.